presentation, Better Logistic Decisions and Savings Powered by the Ratings Ecosystem. You saw their white paper launched yesterday. We're going to hear from them now. Please welcome on the stage Mr. Saxena, founder and CEO, LogisticsNow. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on the stage Mr. Saxena. Loud round of applause, please. We're welcoming him as he gets mic'd up and prepared. Sir.
Yeah. Thank you, and promise to keep this short, less than 10 minutes. Very quickly, in this room, how many folks, as of today, are perfectly happy either with their logistics or with their procurement of logistics? Please raise your hands. Okay, counting 1, 2, 3, gone. Not a single hand raised, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so that is an opportunity and that is a challenge which all of us face. Most of us have seen the reality of how tough it is on the ground for those of us who are heading logistics supply chain or procuring for logistics and supply chain. So very quickly, I do not bring magic to you. I bring to you a practical solution of how we can drive greater transparency, and hopefully in a year or two, some of us will raise our hands. And here's how. We are looking at the state of logistics. Anybody who disagrees, please have a chat with me offline. Cost is high, especially if you're in procurement, you think cost is high. Reach is low. If you're in sales, you think we could reach the next 10,000 villages, talukas, or the next 100 districts. And users are sometimes happy, but mostly unhappy. Yeah, this is what we have seen talking to a few hundred companies by now and over the last few years. And this has changed a little bit in the last few years, but not a whole lot. Yeah, there's a lot of new innovation models, players who have come into the market. They have made a dent in many cases, but the market is huge. And there is a need for a large answer to solve these large problems. And we perceive the National Logistics Map, which is rendering in front of your eyes, as an answer to some of the challenges which you are facing today. It is a single instance of logistics data, more than 15,000 routes collected in a single system for the first time. 80 different truck types, and it drives value. It's a neutral platform. More than 1,000 transportation and logistics companies are invited, are a part of this ecosystem, and most of the major manufacturing companies are joining this platform as we speak. It drives value, it drives freight, it drives movement patterns. It also gives visibility into backhauls, which transporters would call return loads, which is a major bane for those of us who are in transportation especially. And transporters being mapped to the truth, to their lanes, to their truck types, did not exist, does not exist today. Has been created for the first time to drive the next level of efficiency, the next level of savings, and for a country like India, the next level of reach. This is a huge undertaking. The National Logistics Map does not exist. We have created it, and we invite you to take a look at it right outside on booth number 5. But a big story has a small start, and that's a small start you can make today itself. And the small start is understanding the rating of your logistics service provider right now. You can log in and see how does industry rate your logistics company at lorry.in. And Lorry is the platform which drives transport intelligence, logistics intelligence, and ratings. And we tie this together, as we discussed in the white paper yesterday, to create an ecosystem which solves these problems, because the problems you've been facing over the last several years are not in isolation. They are all connected, and the answers have to be connected too. And Lorry is what connects the dots, connects the demand, the supply, the truck type, the route, and you name it. It connects data, and it is different. Those of us who are sitting in the audience as logistics managers, this is you. Okay? And I will not talk about the challenges that you have. There are too many to talk about in a duration like this. And this also applies to those of us who are procuring for logistics. If I am a transporter or a logistics company, many of these challenges are mine. And I'm actually in pretty bad shape right now, yeah, as a transporter logistics operator. And there are efficiency issues which have been there for a while. They're just growing in magnitude as the country grows, as the economy grows, hopefully. And the network utilization is abysmal. Our trucks travel less than half the loaded kilometers of a truck in the United States of America. Should not be that way. Yeah? And sustainable or sustainability, little distance to go for many of us, but we are on the right track, which is where Lorry is the engine which drives this transformation step by step, one small step at a time. And what we are looking at is something different. We are not looking at enterprise software. We are not looking at something you need to install. We are not even looking at something that works in isolation. We are looking at a system which is up and running, you can use it on your mobile, in which in less than 10 minutes you can rate your logistics partners. In the subsequent 5 minutes, you can actually see locations which are relevant to you. For 800 major manufacturing companies, they are already mapped. So don't be surprised if you log in and you actually see your plants. And for your plants, you can actually see things which matter to you. Who are the transporters who can serve me there? What are the lanes which matter to me from those plants? What are the overall list of lanes which are available from that plants? For more than 600 districts across India, this data resides in our system and accessible to you on your mobile also. Collective intelligence, we are big believers in this. No system will work in isolation in transportation for a long time. It is all about how all of us come together and own this system. It is not a system called lorry, it is your system. And in this system, you can do what we have told you and more, because it's driven by collective intelligence, the next level of artificial intelligence. With that, I'll thank you.